Oh man, my people tapping in, man. Welcome to the second episode of Dehumanized. So today, I got a special guest, man. It's my big brother, my old head, man. North Philly, man. A lot of people might have forgot about him. Mr. William Harris, aka Top Cat. If you know the name, you know the lineage, you know the history. If you don't, you gonna find out. So, I'm gonna call you Top, but the people probably call you Mr. Harris. Tell the people how long you been down, man.
28 and a half.
28 and a half years. So
Yeah.
kind of take us through what was that experience like?
It's been rough. It's been a rough road, but you got to stand tall.
Yeah.
Got to keep your faith.
So let me ask you this. They say, the thing out here, people say everybody claim to be innocent, everybody say they ain't do it. So let's talk about the history of Philadelphia and why so many people went to prison for crimes they didn't commit during your time when you fell.
The cops, me being me, they want me off the streets. Said I did things that I never did, once, twice, three times, still haven't done it. I was a rebel.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to the police, didn't like authority.
Right.
They told the lawyer, the first lawyer, the only lawyer I knew, but they told him they wanted me at all costs.
Let me ask you this question. Do you believe, because I have my own opinion, and I think I kind of proved my point when I overturned my conviction, but do you believe that if you had a name, that one way or another they was going to find a way to get you off the street?
Yeah.
People don't believe that, right? The people that don't really understand the history of Philadelphia don't believe that.
Well, and I fought the police a lot. Cops shot himself with a joint I had when I was a young boy, and they tried to say I assaulted the cop. But, I beat it because they said that he was a 17-year veteran. He should have known to check the gun, clip or no clip. And that's why the judge threw it out. He said, he didn't do nothing wrong. He was in a paddy wagon, handcuffed. You should have checked the gun. So, from that day on, they've been on my top.
Okay. So they felt as though because you beat the system, they got to find a way to get rid of you.
Yeah, but I really didn't beat the system. It was what it was. Yeah. I tried the joint. I had a bullet in it. I had it in my possession. It was what it was.
Yeah. Your fight for freedom, right? How hard has that been?
It's hard because you keep paying lawyers. They take your money, not doing their job. You ask them to do one or two simple things that should be readily available, and then it's like they stop taking your phone calls or don't do it. You tell the investigator to get back with you. Although this last investigator I had did everything I asked him to do, except for get my photograph.
So that photograph will prove that you wasn't the one that committed the crime.
Yeah, off the statements, you got everybody else saying who I am or what I look like, what I drive, where I live. The only one witness they had got me living out West Philly, but when she do say I live on 16th Street, she got me living in an abandoned house. I live in the second house out of three. There's only two there now, but back then I lived in the second house out of three, and I lived on the opposite side of the block. Who parks their car where the two bus runs up the block? Who does that?
Right. For one, that's illegally parking, right? But why would you park your car there knowing that the bus can't even get around it? That would just put you right out in the open.
Yeah, but they say that's where I lived at, but
Yeah. Well, the fight gonna keep going on. The people that's with you gonna stand behind you. We gonna definitely push to prove your innocence. Let me ask you a question about the word support, right? What does the word support mean to you? Because people have a different meaning of that. And I say that because people think that if they can't do something for you financially, they're not going to make themselves available for you. So what does support
That's just
mean to
big.
you?
Well, that's being selfish. I had one great aunt. My grandfather's youngest sister's the only one living. They call, she gonna answer the phone. Her kids gonna do when she tell them to do. I have cousins. They are all older than me, and they work for the city. They were cops. They're coming around. One I work for the water department. He looks out. The oldest girl looks out. My aunt looks out. And although in my case wise, support wise, they tell me like, we know you didn't do it. When we read the statements from the beginning, we knew they had the wrong person, blah, 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 blah. Then you got other people, like I tell everybody, I just was on the phone with my cousin and he said he had the link. Then he asked me, who was I trying to get on the phone? Who was I trying to get him to see? I said, you can get on the don't. Sometimes you want to see your folks. So just support is to get on these joints. Like, you can't come see me. You got the link. Support me that way. Like, like I told him, I want to see the city. I want to see the streets. I want to, and, I talk to my kids, grandkids. They pick up my phone calls. If I say I need something done, I got a daughter that runs down to City Hall. Excuse me. And, life is short. So I tell everybody, don't nobody owe me nothing.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. But before you ask the next question, I got this saying that I stole.
Right.
It's not what your enemies say about you. It's what your friends didn't say.
Right.
And if that's not one of the truest, I read that, I said, I'm still in that.
Yeah.
I had that on my Instagram page, man. That's nice. That's like, you sit down and think about that, that's super, super nice. Like, I don't steal a lot of stuff. I stole that.
I like that.
I definitely stole that one.
And you live by that.
Because if you could tell me you was out there when it happened and you don't lift a finger or do nothing, or didn't lift a finger or do nothing, and y'all could talk tough here and there, then to find out later on that cat was around or whatever the case may be, then I don't, it's true. It ain't what your enemies say about you, it's what your friends didn't say. So was they really your friends? And then, they always say, Mom, right? When you be in these situations, you see your mama stop hanging with this cat, or why you hanging around. It all comes back. Oh, I ain't calling them. I won't have no lies. It's true because you calling down and you're hearing lies. So,
so
it's the truth.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Top?
I'm almost 56.
So, I'm sure you see the young boys coming in now, right?
What from the floor up.
I'm saying these are ones that was, the DA call them, killers, the ones that's running around with guns with ladders long as my arm, 50 shots, 60 shots, 100 shots, and all that. For the youngest that might see this, man, what advice would you give them about the direction that they going?
They better go sit down because they got somewhere for you. I'm trying to get out and you trying to come in and take my spot. Listen, this ain't it. Like, you got to chill. Because all that, he got me, my man got me, he got the bag and all that. I hear it all day, you see it too often, and that's not the case.
Yeah. A lot of, I try to tell the youngest, right, like when I just was in there, right, and on my way out, a lot of these youngest come in and these people that they was running around for, doing things for, they not there for them. They don't see them at all. Man.
But when you tell the people this, they think we're lying. We don't know nothing. Or y'all washed up. Y'all from a different era. And I'll be like, are you serious? Like, you're not making sense. But I really don't talk to the young boys because they think they got it all figured out.
Yeah.
They think they got it all figured out. You can't reinvent the wheel. We done seen this thing play out when we were kids, our folks, people we knew. Now we ended up here. It hurts to see your stepchild in jail with you. Somebody used to go with, son, in jail with you. Somebody you grew up with, son, and they want to say, and you're like, who is you? I'm such and such child. Oh, I know you. And you be like, huh? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Whether it's for, if they booked in or if they ain't, it's just like it's crazy. Yeah. My sister can't hear. She's trying to get on.
Yeah.
But You know, I tell the young boys, man, y'all get out, cause I got all my game plan written down, and I tell dudes, y'all got to lead the city, man. That's just the same all over. You got to start fresh. Yeah. And for y'all to say that y'all got all this stuff and people have all this stuff, you got to take some of that money and go do something. If you know a place doesn't have what need to be had, if it's hot down south, anyway, just Virginia on back, Baltimore on back. If you know it's hot, they ain't got no water ice and pretzels. What would you do with your money? You take some money and you go ahead and open up a small joint. That's what you sell. Yeah. You know they hoagies and steaks. Y'all say they everywhere y'all go down there is trash. Then you pick up the pace. Why would I pay $18 for a trashy cheese steak? Yeah. When I can go down there and make them and kill them. Yeah. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. My sister just came to see me. Yeah. She said they didn't have Canada Dry cream soda. I said, don't worry about it. When I show everything from Philadelphia coming on down, yeah. Like I got to.
I'm a firm believer. It's a must. You could take Philly with you anywhere. I'm a firm believer in that.
I'm taking everything at that 5. Yeah.
We have things in Philadelphia that they don't have across the globe.
No globe, yeah.
And we could take a part of that with us.
She said they had 3 tasty cakes, now they only had 2.
Yeah.
I said, I'm ordering stuff out of truckloads, man.
Yeah. You can't give everybody all the game. They'll steal your game. You don't want to give everybody your game.
But they got to be willing to do it. Everybody ain't going to want to do it. Yeah. They want to stay right there in Philadelphia.
I feel like we could take our culture and what we know best, go somewhere else, and 2 things can happen from it. People are going to fall in love with our culture of our city. 2, we're going to benefit from it financially to be able to feed our families. How can you not want to do that? Mind you, I sit in the house. I overturned my conviction almost 14 months ago. Well, almost 18 months ago. But 14 months ago, I came home. Still in the house, still sitting on house arrest. But I use my mentality and my mindset to create things that's going to help generate money to win. You got people that's running around, they got movement, legs, and ain't doing nothing.
Nothing at all. Funny you should say that. They got dudes crying about jail. They keep coming and going. Right. I did a bid this time, I did a bid that time, I did this, I did that. Well, whatever the case may be. Yeah. How many times did you want to tell that? Yeah. Who did you want to tell something to? How many times did you want to tell that? The food trashy, it's mold on the lid, or they shouldn't be doing this. But did you go talk to somebody? Right. And I know the answer. The answer is no. Right. So you can't sit here and, because I don't want to hear it. What you complaining about? You was home, you should stay there. Yeah. I'll never forget a dude was up under us. We played pinochle all day, played chess all day. He come back to the top, I need some toothpaste. Huh? You send me something? But if I got a roll on grade, you can have that. I need some soap. I can't help you, man. Yeah. I can't do nothing for you. Like, it's not about that if you did something or not, but you came back with your hand up.
Right.
They keep money in and out of jail and think things going to get better.
Right.
Things get worse. I just had this talk last week. I said things get worse every day.
Right.
But I said go back to the first Christmas bag I had in 1996. I don't know about bags, Christmas bags, and because I've never been locked up.
Right.
And I heard dudes go home and come back. Said I made it back in time for a Christmas bag. What? I heard it upstate. I heard it up Green. I heard it down Smithfield.
Wow.
I came back in time to get a Christmas bag. That told me right then and there, this ain't it. Like, this was, but I tell you, those joints was like trash bags back then.
Yeah.
Now they about the size of the phone. 1 bag. We should get 2 bags, almost the size of the trash bag. And I tell dudes, so I know there's more people in jail now, and I know things got higher. But you can tell things got worse. And they get worse every year. They're going to continue to keep getting worse. Yeah. If y'all don't go home and do like these visits, I hear older dudes complaining, well, ain't nothing going to get done until people complain about the visits. But COVID's over with. My people should be when they come from the Poconos, should be able to say, well, I'm going to stop. All the numbers on my visitor should be able to stop in and say, I'm on my way home. It's 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, or we'll stop and see him at 1. We're going to pop in and see him.
Right.
Can't do it. You got to set a visit up, and that's corny.
Right.
Like that's super corny. And every jail is ran different. They said, I'm finished. You can call and say, well, do you got any visits? You ain't gonna be able to call up here and see if you got no visits.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you put?
definitely
Can you
true.
sign me up?
It's definitely
Yeah.
true that depending on where you at and location and the county that you in, the treatment you're gonna get, because from my understanding, SCI Chester, they get to, like if they had a visit, if the nighttime, if a lot of people don't come in, they can stay out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things like that. But
Yeah.
you know, to wrap this up, what would you like the people to know about you? And how can the people help, like as far as with your situation?
As you already know, I'm trying to locate my arrest picture
Okay.
from '96 and all my criminal history. You know, from getting locked up, just my pictures, because I don't know where the picture came from that they have, but that they will see, and then they know the people are lying. That's first. Secondly, anybody with any legal advice, I welcome it. I have my own Instagram page, topcatlowland. All the information is on there.
Well, you can contact me. I'm available. You got any questions? I got direct
that's
contact
true
with
too.
him. I'll definitely get you in touch with him. That's for sure. Y'all know where I'm at on Instagram. Y'all know where I'm at right here. So you know you could definitely do that. Anything else?
Yeah. I'm innocent. You know, I'm looking for the day I walk out of this joint free.
Freedom, man. I appreciate you,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you letting me see you. You already know, man, the love is genuine. It's unconditional. I'm trying to get my ladies to be able to do more. Y'all already know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Share it with your friends, man. This man needs help. He's trying to prove his innocence. He's trying to get out of jail. Hit me, man. DM me. Send me a message. Let's work together, man. Let's get him out. Free you, Top. Wake up before you can.